Hello, people, and welcome to another edition of yours truly, Josiah Willis, here to have another reaction. Let's go right ahead and get back to it. Back to some hip-hop. Y'all already know what it is. We got my guys, Nas and 21 Savage. One mic, one gun. See what I got there? Savage right there. I'm just now realizing I have Savage on my t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? But it's whatever. Okay. You love to see it. You love to see it, right? So, and shout out to Hit Boy once again for production of this record. He's producing this beat on this record for Nas and 21 Savage both. You love to see it because recently 21 Savage made headlines when he called Nas irrelevant.
Nas not relevant. 21.
No,
That's how we said.
One mic.
No,
Bro,
One
no,
mic.
he's not relevant. He just has a
I'll be right
loyal
back,
ass
though.
fan
Thank you.
base. He just has a loyal fan base that and he still make good ass music.
Okay. And he was saying as far as the current rap today, which is not true at all. It is not true. Some people will call it BS. I do not want to cuss on here, so I will not go as far as to say that it's just truly BS. You know what I'm saying? Be nice. But at the same time, I love that Nas, instead of being argumentative with 21, could have had sent out with this towards 21, could have responded to 21 in a tweet. He chose to make music with 21 Savage. And you love to see it. You love to see it. One mic, one gun, which is a reference, in case people tend to forget, 21 Savage had an album called I Am Greater Than I Was. And on that album, he had a song called ASMR where he said, Nas has one mic, I have one Glock. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a reference to this title. I love it. You know what I'm saying? And cannot wait to hear what they got cooking up here. You know what I'm saying? Just, God, spread a little seasoning on here. But, yes, you love to see kumbaya, peace, them come together, collaborate, make music, make money. You know what I'm saying? Do well for each other. And Nas is such a veteran, such a guy who has, full of wisdom and knowledge. I'm sure him and 21 talked this over, and he didn't have to bring up the overall, thing. Probably not. And just said, bro, let's make music together. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy your work. You should probably enjoy my work coming up. Like, as a youth, why not? You know what I'm saying? That's point blank simple, period. Nothing else to address. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please do me a quick favor, and that is to like, comment, subscribe, and views. Put your minds out there. The link of this song will be down in my description below. This is Nas and 21 Savage. Is one mic, one gun. Oh, also a lyrical breakdown once the song is over. Stay tuned. And yes, you guys, I do have another YouTube channel. It is called The King Life Podcast, alongside my good friend and fellow co-host Anthony Lombardo. Our latest episode, Thanksgiving activities. Check it out. Share it, subscribe, support, do all that jazz. All right, enough talking. Let's get to the song. Nas featuring and 21 Savage. One mic, one gun. The official audio.
Ain't no back and forth, ain't no left.
Hold on right quick. We're right on time. Okay.
Ain't no back and forth, ain't no left or right. I got King's disease, but I move like a knight. Rappers bandwagon trying to get some light. I do it for the fam, never for the hype. When you turn a legend, no such thing as relevance. They must have forgot that I'm a new rapper that got integrity. All in the media and blogs, that's just a place I don't care to be. Most of these niggas wouldn't say shit if they was ahead of me.
No back and forth, I did it back then, I do it right now. I open a lane for my era, I'm goated, they gave me the crown.
Yeah.
With all the success come negative press, I'm watching it pound. They saying that black music dying, I'm saying they right on the south. But look at me now, damn y'all, look at me now. Whatever I do is in why, I'm keeping it Queens, cause that's my side. I shook up the town, I shook up the city, I shook up the state. I went 21 on my second run, that shit come with age.
Yeah.
It's a conversation, it's determination,
Yeah.
your interpretation.
I just shot the nation, yeah.
I came back and I set the pace. They just ran and what about Prince and took what I replaced it. Two Caucasians, so part of their faces. Most of y'all assume that they was black as exploitation.
Come on.
They know that I see everything invested in
on that same trajectory. Bullet wounds in jail cells couldn't stop me, this my destiny.
Come on.
Never controversial, I'm mad the fans expected less from me. Niggas sneeze around me, wipe his nose, don't get no bless from me. Fuck the jury, I'd rather buy land and invest successfully. I got all type of stocks and bonds, can hit they Wiley on my wall and I'ma pass it to my son. It's savage like the capo, that mean Escobar the Don. One mic, one gun. My net worth like 8 figures. I'm working on getting me 9. You know that I'm one of them niggas. I ain't doing no cap in the line. You rappers be chasing the hype. I do it and I don't be trying.
Come on.
I ain't going against no
21
legend,
is
nigga.
one
I'm
of
tryna be
the
next
most
in
underrated
line.
rappers,
They
bro.
acting like I just popped. I was platinum before I signed.
Come on.
Without no features, I put platinum on your mind. This block, I got 2-tone, and this bitch don't bust no rhyme. They wanna see me flip so they could deport me like I'm shine.
No back and forth, I did it back then, I do it right now. They telling me that I'm the GOAT, I've been here for a while.
Yeah,
Go,
I remember
love me today,
that.
hate me tomorrow, no switching my style. 21 Yak, y'all get together, be big for the South. But look at me now, damn, y'all, look at me now. Whatever I do is New York, you hear that
That's
shit
right,
all
he got
over.
the tour back in
I shook up
09.
the town, I shook up the city, I shook up the state. I'm one of them ones, on my second run, I'm on a new
Sure, damn.
wave.
Yup, I remember that. Yup.
2 kings, we sending love to the whole culture.
Love it.
21 Esco, Mass Appeal Slaughter Gang. This shit too easy.
That song was fire, bro. And so, a breath of fresh air for sure. Love seeing hip hop themselves pay homage. They both do, you know, of course, you know, where you refer to Nas as One Mic from the album Stillmatic, one of Nas's best songs. My mama loves that record. She plays it all the time. And you know, 21's ASMR. So, yeah, I love what they did with this record overall. They did a good job. And then following what happened with King's Disease 3 and 21 and Drake's album, I believe it's called Her Loss. You love to see this. You love to see them continuously be, you know, consistent with their music. 21 is one of the most underrated rappers. I think people get this idea that a rapper that comes out talking about trap and being a gangster, and I guess wherever he glorifies in his music, people assume that he can't rap, or certain rappers cannot stick to a certain formula or be lyrical in a sense, right? But 21 actually does that. He just has his own style, his own way, and sound to go about it. So I think that's the misconception about trap rappers, is that they don't they don't rap to a certain level of, I guess you could say, the conscious rappers or whatever that may be. Let's go right ahead and get towards the lyrical breakdown minus the intro, which there is none. Verse 1 by 21 Savage. He says, "Ain't no back and forth, ain't no left or right. I got King's Disease, but I move like a knight." So, okay, so he's shouting out Nas for one on King's Disease 3, okay? When you play chess, the king can move in one space in any direction, while the knight tends to jump over the other pieces in the L shape, you know what I'm saying? So it kind of like goes like this, you know? But anyways, he's basically saying here is that when it comes to moving back and forth, when it comes to this game of chess, there was no argument or conflict to be made for what 21 said. Sure, 21 may have probably traded some shots at Nas, or he may have just felt just his overall opinion. Nas didn't take, I don't want to say he took too kindly to it. I think Nas probably was a little bothered, but then I think at one point Nas just went, what? Let me make some music with that dude, bro. I'm a fan of his work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't finna start nothing, because Nas and 21 Savage beefing by the end of 2022, leading into 2023, will be a highlightable moment. But at the same time, why is it needed? There's no validation. There's no look to prove who was the greater, you know, rapper or whatever. Some people want to see that. I think people just want to see artists, black artists typically, divide each other and come to this conflict where there is no compromise. And I feel like that's what Nas is doing here with this record, with 21, is let's make music and let's talk this over and let's build a relationship that can be better. I don't know where 21 felt the need to go on that interview segment where he talked about Nas being irrelevant, but he may have said it out in spite of the way he may have felt at the moment. I don't know. Hopefully we get some more layers from this verse, which is really good. And I love that 21 is shedding light on it with this verse. Rappers bandwagon trying to get some likes. I do it for the film, never for the hype. When you turn to legend, no such thing as relevance. They must have forgot that I'm a new rapper that got integrity, meaning his honor. All in the media and blogs, that's just a place I don't care to be. He's not a social media guy, so it's fine. Most of these homies wouldn't say nothing if they was ahead of me. You know what I'm saying? So if you was ahead of me, you be candid to point out things that I wouldn't actually know because I wouldn't be there yet. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have been there yet, let alone reach a certain level to where he's above everyone in the rest, which, I mean, you can be fool yourself if you feel that way, but I don't know. So yeah, this is referring to the November 13th interview he did for the Clubhouse Room, where he said, and I quote, "I don't feel like Nas is relevant. I just feel like he got a loyal fan base. He still makes good music." Now, ever since Nas has worked with King's Disease, Hit Boy for King's Disease, and the trilogy, not to mention Magic. He did a Magic. I hope Magic 2 comes by the end of December. But yes, he's worked with Hit Boy. It's earned him a Grammy. It's earned him a whole lot of appreciation. I mean, don't get me wrong. Nas has always been, to me, one of the greatest to ever do it. And his albums say a lot. And they're not getting credited enough. Because in hindsight, he's not someone's favorite rapper. Or he didn't reach a certain level of success for your favorite rapper. But to me, that matters to some regard. But I digress. All right, let's go back towards the chorus with Nas, or now to the chorus. "No back and forth. I did it back then. I do it right now. I opened the lane for my era. I'm GOAT. They gave me the crown." Come on now. "Go with all the success. The negative press. I'm watching it pile." Okay. They saying that black music dying. I'm saying they wiping us out. Come on now. Come on, bruh. Come on. Man, when you talk about like how hip hop has evolved since day one, there's been a lot of like loss in the hip hop industry, primarily when it comes to the violence, the gun violence that we have lost with rappers. I remember just hearing about this year PNB Rock passing away. The next thing you know, I'm hearing about J.Day Youngin. He had passed away sometime, I think, earlier this year. Takeoff, literally on the 1st of November, my birthday month, like passes away. And I have to hear this through a group chat with my family. I'm like, bro, what? What's going on? And that day felt like really like, I was shook. I was like, bro, there's no way somebody from Migos just passes, because I grew up on Migos for sure. Excuse me. But that's just how I feel, man. But they look at me now. Y'all look at me now. Whatever I do is NY. I'm keeping it in Queens because that's my side. I shook up the town. I shook up the city. I shook up the town. I shook up the city. I shook up the state. I'm with 21 on my second run. The stuff comes with age. Come on now. Nas talking. They talking, bro. Come on. It's a conversation. It's determination. Your interpretation. I just shot the nation. I love this, what I was talking about right now. He talking, bro. Did my tour with the Wu-Tang. I came back and set the pace. They just ran in one of my cribs and took what? I replaced it. You know what I'm saying? See, talking about playing chess over checkers. And I think there's also a reference to, I think it's a reference towards some films, but I'm not quite sure. Like, okay, so for instance, when he says, two Caucasians saw part of their faces, most of y'all assumed that they was black. It's exploitation. I remember this. A movie that came out in 1973 was called, it's called Black Caesar. And there's a lot of black people being stereotyped in that film. I haven't seen the film, but I did see clips and bits and pieces of it. And obviously the characters, I think, in the film weren't necessarily black, but they were assumed, were they black? I forget. But they weren't really, they were stereotyping black people as if to say that they are this and they're that, and it's just an assumption of who we are. It's not what we really are, though. Which is crazy. They know that I see everything invested in Ring. Yep. Talking about that smash, that money. And Ring Doorbell Company, you know what I'm saying? I believe I read something about Nas investing about, 45 million? Sheesh. Anyways, it's cool to be mainstream. I'd rather be timeless. That's if we keeping it P. You know, pushing P. 21, you know what I'm saying? And then 21 Savage with one of his best verses he's written in a minute. Don't get me wrong, the first verse was dope. But this verse, I'm on that same trajectory. Bullet wounds and jail cells couldn't stop me. This is my destiny. Never controversial. I'm mad the fans expected less from me. Homie sneeze around me, wipe his nose, won't get no bless from me. Cause we're gonna get you, okay? Forget the jewelry. I'd rather buy land and invest successfully. I got all types of stocks and bonds. Kehinde Wiley on my wall, and I'm gonna pass it to my son. So Kehinde Wiley, I believe, was a painter. He was a painter. He was known for portraying, I think he played, he uses the European Old Masters. I think it's a technique in art. And then he did a great portrait of Barack Obama in 2018. It's one of his most famous works, of course. I think that was, Obama wasn't president around that time. It's still Trump. Oh well. Anyways, if Sajid light the capo, give me a second. What happened to my lyrics? Okay, there we go. All right. If Sajid light the capo, that mean Escobar the Don. One mic, one gun. Hence the title of the song. My net worth like 8 figures. I'm working on getting me 9. You know that I'm one of them homies. I ain't doing no capping or lying. You rappers be chasing the hype. I do it and I don't be trying. I ain't going against no legend, homie. I'm trying to be next in line. Talk your talk, bro. They acting like I just popped. I was platinum before I signed. I went platinum without no features. I put platinum on your mind. So, I believe he's referring to, once again, the album. No, it was the Easter album. Right. That's right. He didn't have no features on that album. That's the one where he had the song Bank Account. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in my bank account. This Glock, I got two-tone, sorry. And this girl don't bust no rhyme, or whoever. They want to see me messed up so they can deport me like I'm Shine. Now, Shine was from Belize. Was it Belizean? He was Belizean. Yeah, he went back to his country of Belize. Shine was an artist that was signed to Jay-Z. Signed to Diddy's Bad Boy in 98. He was one of the most underrated rappers of all time for sure. Shine is a great rapper, right? I've heard his music in the car before, when I was a little youngin'. But yeah, there was an incident with Diddy and Jennifer Lopez, and I think Shine got sentenced to prison over some other things. It was around that time when things were just getting like around. And I believe I heard it back in 2009 where he got arrested. And they said that he was going to be sentenced back to his homeland of Belize. He had to pour it back, basically. And so, of course, they're not... Now, 21 was controversial as well because he was also deported at one point back to... he was arrested because he found out information that he actually originally lived in London, England, I believe, or the United... I forget what part of where he was. They say he was originally born and then he just moved to the country of the U.S., but he's originally born in England. People have these jokes and memes about 21 actually being British, and it's hilarious, but he don't ever talk or sound British to me at all. He never does, you know what I'm saying? But it's a nice coincidence to tie in here because when 21 was going through his career with that, Shine was deported about 14 years prior. So, there's that. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed this reaction, please do me a quick favor. And that is to like, comment, subscribe, and views. Put your minds out there. The link of this song will be down in my description below. This was Nas and 21 Savage. One mic, one gun. Produced by Hit Boy. Shout out to you. Oh, I'm not sure it's going to proceed to another album, but I guess it might be on Magic. I don't know. All right. King Life, we are out.